Dear students, in the previous slide of the material was uploaded the same feed drives of the CNC machines, which main includes servo motors and mechanical transmission system. So this slide is about a servo system, you can call, or servo drive control, which is included in the feed drive. Generally, feed drive use the motors for the power transmission in CNC machines. Of course, there are two types: DC servo motors and AC servo motors. Initially, DC servo motors and drives were used on all CNC machines due to their excellent speed regulation, high torque and efficiency. With the development of AC servos compared to DC, so AC motors are becoming more popular because they provide a constant torque. Actually, first of all, before going to DC or AC, how it servo control or servo motor works. See here, the desired position is given as input to the system. The actual position is measured by the encoder and is given to position controller as feedback. This results in desired speed, which is compared with actual speed feedback by the tacho generator. Means like a feedback circuit works over here to measure the errors. This comparison gives output desired current compared, as I said. So the controller gives output signals or voltage to the motor, and a pulse bridge supplied with three-phase system gives the direct voltage depending on the controller voltage. So about how the signals they are converted in the servo motor or the servo drive. So the first one about the DC motors. As you can see here, features. What are the features of first DC servo motor? See, smooth rotation at speed less than 1 rpm, brush life more than 4000 rpm, sensor less switching, transistor controller and diode rectifier, resolver for speed control and position control and switching control. Resolver performs the task of both tacho generator and pulse generator. So how a brief is there about the DC motor construction and the working. This is the most common type of the feed drives, you can call, on the CNC machine. So almost like in the electrical say topics or chapter what we heard, you have studied in the previous sems regarding DC motors, AC motors, etc. Like say armatures, windings, primary, secondary, like etc. All about that, a brief points are there. Say principle of operation is based on the rotation of the armature winding, which is permanent magnets or permanent magnetic field is created, and then armature is winding connected to commutator, which is a cylinder insulated copper segment mounted on the shaft. So in order to achieve the necessary dynamic behavior, it is operated in a closed loop system equipped with sensor to obtain the velocity and position feedback signals. So compared to the ordinary DC direct current or say AC motors, this is a little bit suited with the CNC machine with the signals, feedback devices, etc. So the circuit, you can see diagrams related to the working of DC servo motors.